Hello. Okay, I'm a little tired, so I'll wear my sunglasses at night. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Um, I had to discuss this, and I was gonna put a status on Facebook, but you know what? It's just too many words. Too many words. Actually, you know what? I want y'all to see me good. um. Okay, here it goes. There are a lot of people that have never heard me say this, so I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm 36 years old and I'm gay. And I'm sure a lot of you are like, well, what do you tell? Well, there's people that that are close to me that I've never said it to. So there you go. Whatever, it is. I've been battling this my whole life because I grew up in a Christian home where you know, I went to church 5 times a week as a kid. I didn't have a television. We didn't believe in TV. We didn't believe in even shorts. We didn't believe in short sleeve shirts. I mean, I grew up very strict. So you have to realize that they taught against being that homosexuality was a sin. Okay, that's my little short story of growing up and being gay. So I mean, I prayed about it for years. That God, if I'm not supposed to be this way, please, change me, whatever. And I've been with women. I've done that thing. Everybody knows that. Um, but I must say, Pride in the Park this weekend, which I took off work to go to. And after seeing what I saw, and please understand that there were moments that I had fun. I mean, there were moments that I seen people that I hadn't saw in a long time, and these are friends of mine that are more like me. I mean, I know there's all different kinds of people, and you know what? You're allowed to do that in this world. I mean, you should be who you are. Everybody should be allowed to be who they are. But I don't think that we should go so over the top. The, okay, I'm just gonna say it. I know this is gonna upset people. I don't care, because I have to speak my mind. I mean, I'm human, right? Like we all are. I noticed that there were a lot of people, following this Illuminati thing that's going on, and I don't know too much about that. I've watched a documentary on it, and I know it's got to do with like the New World Order and all that stuff, and that started back when George Bush, the first George Bush, was in office. I mean, I know what that all means, but I don't know what it means to people that these little children walking around and the Illuminati, and they think that all the singers are involved in it. It's a bunch of crap. Um, Pride in the Park this weekend was an embarrassment. Okay, it was a total and complete embarrassment. When you are trying to get accepted by other people, and I thought that is what Pride in the Park was all about. I mean, I know that last year I hadn't been in several years. I know that last year that there were protesters there. Well, I would have spent my time talking to them, and because I'm sure they were like Christian folk. I mean, I would have spent my time talking to them and telling them about how I grew up, and how I prayed to God and battled my own issues or whatever. But you know what? Whoever, and I don't know who it is, and I'm not, doing shots or pointing fingers at anybody. I don't know. I don't know who was in charge. I do know that from the last time I went till now, it's completely different. It was bizarre. But whoever was in charge of that and put that together, please, please put somebody else in charge, because that, I was embarrassed by the community to be a gay man when I went to that place down there. First of all, seeing grown men walk around with women's lace bras, I mean, it was just embarrassing. I mean, but I understand if people want to do that, that's okay. I mean, if you, drag is an art form, okay? And that's what a lot of people don't understand. They think that, some people think that drag queens are like all weird and, cross dressers and stuff. That's not what it is. The drag queens, the old school drag queens that I knew, were men. And when they did their shows, they were good at it. They were covered up. They had nice costumes, big showgirl stuff on. And when the show was over, they were men again. Drag has went to a new level. To me, it looks more like a circus these days. The headliner that came from Rupaul's Drag Race, that headlined the whole show, I don't know her name. I don't care to know it. That was an embarrassment. She come out in underwear. It was not a costume. It was not Fredericks of Hollywood. It was underwear. Hear me? Underwear. And that was it. She had a little something covering it up, but you could see everything. And talked complete and utter trash on the microphone. Because her act is like more of a live performance thing, and she, sings and talks into the microphone. And it was just complete and total filth. Pride in the Park is an open organization for people of all ages. There were people there with their children that I saw got up and leave, because a child should not have to sit there and watch that, because you're putting your child in a situation to where it's almost, to me, it was almost like if you let your child sit there and watch that, then you should condone the behavior of a child molester. I mean, it's just, that's my point. And it was an embarrassment. I did not think it was a good show at all up until the end, when a real girl performed, sang live. The girl obviously has some kind of contract with some record company, because she has videos on YouTube. Her name is, I think it was Ema, or E-M-I-I. I'm not sure how to spell her name, but I'll put it in the description below so you guys can look her up. She was really good. She was really sweet when I met her. But in Jessica Jade, you did a good job. I mean, you kept it old school. Looked beautiful. I mean, but the rest of it was bizarre. I did not like it. It was weird. It was embarrassing, and it was complete and total filth. So, with that being said, and please understand that this is just my point, and I know it's going to upset a lot of people, and then there's going to be a lot of people that agree with me. But as a gay man, it was embarrassing, and if that kind of behavior is going to continue into next year and the years after that, I will never attend it again. It was disgusting, and I'm ashamed. That I took a whole day off from work to go to that trashy event. That it was horrible. I mean, I felt so bad for those mothers that were there with their children that came to support the gay community. They came to support. I talked to this one woman, and she said she is here to support the gay community, and she got up and left when that drag queen from Rupaul's Drag Race come out and did her thing. It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing, guys. I'm sorry. I had to just get that off my chest. I came down to a church to do this video because, I don't know. I don't know where the world is headed, but I just like the old days better, I guess. I don't know. But that, and I didn't even go to the events on Saturday, and I didn't go to the events if there was any on Friday, but Sunday was enough for me. If that's what the gay community's turning into, I won't be a part of it. I'll just be my own. And there are plenty of people like me because I know them. They're close friends of mine, and they're going to agree with me on this. Pride in the Park, disgusting. I hope I never see that again. Guys ought to be ashamed of yourself. That's right.